Problematic Pub Podcast.
Problematic Pub Podcast.
Problematic Pub Podcast. The lunatics won't get much.
Problematic Pub Podcast.
Problematic Pub Podcast. Problematic Pub Podcast. Get out, man!
You think it's funny? Come here and smack you in the mouth.
Good news, we are now on Patreon, Simon! If you don't know what Patreon is, it's set up like YouTube. It's a platform where people like yourselves support podcasts like us from just £3 a month or 75 pence a week. For your support, you have an extra 4 episodes a month, uncensored, untethered, plus extra content like stand-up, sketches, live podcasts, only exclusive on Patreon.
Patreon is really simple. You can sign up whenever you want and you can cancel whenever you want as well. We've actually put the link below so you can go on there, or you can download the app, or you can go on the website and have a look there. Basically, we need all the support we can get so we can carry on paying for the studio, get you guys the best guests we can possibly get on as well. So thanks for the support so far, but get on it, come on. Welcome to the Problematic Pub Podcast, episode 20, with myself, Simon Emmanuel. It's not Sandro Ford.
Hey,
it's my new co-host, Phil Cooper.
I'm stepping in. I'm filling Sandro's shoes today until those allegations are cleared, and I'm sure they will be. Yeah. But until then, God bless.
Yeah, and by the way, those allegations were nothing weird. It's an allegation he was on a diet, is what it is.
Both sides of the story.
Yeah, he's just stuck in bed.
There's a team of people assessing it right now, going like, does this count as a diet?
If you think the Hugh Edwards scandal was big, the Sandro diet scandal is even bigger.
When that breaks. It's good to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
That's all right, mate. Thank you very much. Just to let you know as well, after all the rounds we do, Sandro does his own jingles. Obviously, you don't know what they are, so you're going to have to
I'll make them up. Yeah. I'm sure they
So our guests for this episode... fantastic Ricky Balshaw and the fantastic Jack Gleadow. So lads, at the top of the podcast, we don't talk too much to the guests. It's a bit of banter really, but we're going to give you about 30 seconds each to introduce yourself, say a bit about yourself and go from there. Rick, do you want to go first?
Nope.
No.
I love you. Just like, no.
You asked, I answered, mate. Like.
I was happy just watching you two. I hate that bit on a podcast where before you introduce the guest and you've just got to sit here like, when they're going to stay out.
I couldn't believe my luck then when he said, for the first bit of the podcast, we don't really speak to the guests.
Yeah.
I'm like, fucking yes. Just sit out. So just crack on, guys.
And then
I'm Ricky, I'm a
away.
comedian. He's Jack, he's a comedian. Over to you.
Back to you, actually.
I don't know if you can tell, we can't be asked with
That's fair enough, mate. It's fair enough. I can barely be asked myself.
Yeah, no,
I think you're probably the most enthusiastic one. You
am I?
Yeah.
Oh God,
And that's saying something,
That's
isn't it?
fucking, because I'm like, I was looking at the traffic earlier, hoping, going like,
hoping for a tragic accident.
Going like, if it does,
someone's lost their husband, but I am going to go to the podcast.
Yeah, sorry, man. I'd love to be there, but you should see what I'm saying, But unfortunately, that didn't happen.
I love the idea of you deliberately driving reckless, just swerving all over the place, trying to cause something.
GTA driving just to be like I risk my own life.
End up on one of those Russian dash cam videos. Like.
I do that though. Do you ever do that where you think?
What, end up on a Russian? No.
No, never.
No, I haven't. No, I don't fucking think so. You, Jack?
No.
I
mean, like when you think, I don't want to go to this thing. I do want to come here.
Yeah.
It's an honour in a way.
Yeah. Handed compliment now. It's an honour in a way.
Honor, like when your granddad shakes your hand.
Yeah, all right.
Feels like that, like there's something nice about it.
Yeah.
In that way, but you wouldn't do it every Sunday.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what I mean.
Why not? What does that even mean? Like, why would you not shake your granddad hand if he's there? Like, nah, fuck it. I did it last Sunday.
I did it last week.
I did it last week. Nah, mate, you're on your own. You're on your own, Gramps.
Yeah, because you don't want to.
Fuck off and have a car crash.
You can't drive, man.
Yeah,
like,
clearly.
No, you don't want to spoil it too much. If you shake his hand every Sunday, then loses
He'd be
meaning.
dead soon. Fuck
Yeah.
Shake his hand.
Appreciate him when he's here, mate. Jesus
I do.
Christ.
I talk to him, but like it's.
Is this like a proverb? Like, shake your granddad's hand once? Like,
I'll be honest.
If it wasn't for him smashing your nan, you wouldn't be here. I fucking shake a cunt's hand.
That's a good point, actually.
yeah.
When you
You're welcome.
when you shake his hand,
What's
you're
your
like
granddad's name?
Ron.
Ron, you're fucking welcome, brother.
He's great.
Yeah.
He's a great guy, actually. 92.
Yeah.
92.
Shaking hands
92
still.
years
What a ledge.
old.
It's because you can't hold it still.
He still doesn't understand.
He's not trying to shake your hand. He's just got Parkinson's.
Do you know, it's genuinely true. Right?
Contagious.
And I'm just there going, wow, he's so proud of me. You won't let go.
No, my mum's got Parkinson's, right? And when
sorry.
no, it's funny, mate. It's
I'm
funny.
not laughing anymore. God.
Yeah.
They changed her medication, right? And I messaged her and I said, Mum, how's the new medication going? And she goes, I just got to take it on the chin. She goes, to be fair, I was trying to put it in my mouth.
I thought you were going to say she texts back HGGGI. Just
Wi-Fi password.
What the fuck is this?
Not to make you feel bad, right? But my granddad does have Parkinson's, which is.
Give a shit. I've got terrible balls. You want to fucking ride this train? Choo, motherfucker.
But they've
Is this like top trumps of
yeah, like
Parkinson's?
I've got
Fair enough,
My granddad's got Parkinson's as well, all right. Yeah. Keeps going around interviewing people.
like they've offered him for a possible treatment, marijuana,
Weed, yeah.
yeah, which
yeah.
apparently is amazing.
Apparently so.
Apparently, it's amazing. Like you've
Well,
never done weed.
Oh no, I do it every day,
Parkinson's,
but
like, yeah.
specifically, I do it just fucking because it makes like TV better. But like it's different. But he won't take it. When they offered it to him, he was like, "Oh, I'm not taking that communist shit." Like, it's like that's how he thinks.
Where
Like,
does he think they grow it?
Russia, I guess. It's like I'm not a commie. It's like okay, man, but like.
It's funny. Where are you from, Rick?
Telford, Shropshire.
What's it like up there?
It's the place you drive through to get to Wales, mate. It's not. Telford's known for two things: the ice rink and Iron Bridge. That's it. The first Iron Bridge ever made.
Yeah.
In a place called Iron Bridge.
Yeah.
It's got an ice rink.
What's an iron bridge?
It's a bridge made out of iron.
Okay.
Is that actually it?
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
just like,
No. The clue's in the name. Yeah, but to be honest, I like Telford. People give it a bad rep, but I like it. I live just on the outskirts, so I'm close enough to be country because I got like country background with what I used to do.
Yeah.
But it's close enough in town that I've got a town life as well, and I'm centre of the country. So with what I do for a living, I'm within 2 hours of most of the UK. So it's wicked, really, for what I do.
You used to be Paralympics, right?
Yes.
Do you know what-
Fucking hell. Didn't take long, did it?
No, I'm only saying that,
You
right?
brought it up. Thanks, mate.
I'm only saying this because you did my comedy club, right?
Yep. Yeah.
And my nan came down to watch, right? And my nan, she tries to be all sort of like woke and up to date and stuff, but she gets it tragically wrong, right?
I love
and
that.
she said to me like the day after, she goes, that guy was good, Rick. And I was like, oh yeah. And I said, Nan, he used to be an Olympian. I said, is in on the horses. And she goes, what happened, love? Did he fall off the horse? I'm like, no, Nan. I said, he's the Paralympics.
Yeah, he was fucked up before the fall.
That's like only people disabled in the Olympics.
The fall's just added insult to injury. I was fucked up well before that, mate. Yeah.
Amazing. What are you doing there?
Yeah. Sorry?
What were you doing? What?
Dressage, mate.
No way. That's
Yeah.
Great.
Which has got a bit of flack lately, hasn't it? Of all the sports in the Olympics, it's in the headlines. Dressage has made it. Yeah.
What is
that lip?
Yeah.
Lady
that the
whipping
dancing
ball.
horses?
Yeah.
Is that the...
You fucking nailed it, mate.
Yeah.
That is what we used to do. Yeah.
Well, that's what you did on
That's
it,
what I
but, like-
did. Yeah. That's how I rode. Yeah. Yeah.
I would love that if like you do that as if like the horses, like on strings like a puppet. If you're actually moving your hands,
Yeah. I was trying to keep still, but Parkinson's in it.
Where are you from, Jack?
A Hull.
I met you in Hull, didn't I?
Yeah,
at
you
the
did, yeah.
Hull Comedy Club.
Yeah.
And Hull is still one of the roughest places I've been to gigging.
Fuck off. I just walked through this high street.
To be
We
fair,
did Cardiff last night. Like, fucking hell.
He's got us there.
That's true.
I saw a guy just out there playing Baker Street on a kazoo, right? And a couple of things, right? One, a kazoo's not going to make that better.
No.
Like, the sax already is the thing.
Yeah.
And two, people were giving him money, but more like out of fear. Because he looked like he'd fucking go. Like
I
if
missed
he
him.
did-
I didn't
that
see
one.
that
Yeah,
guy.
I was like, people just like, but he's like eyeballing people.
It sounds like a side mission on GTA. Right.
There's loads of people like, so you can't. I mean, Hull is like,
What would the mission be? Do you reckon? Find him a new kazoo?
Yeah.
but no, Hull's alright, isn't it?
Yeah.
Quite arty actually. I think I've been up there
Fuck off. Hull's not off.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Jack's from there. And he's,
You've got a bridge as well. We've got a bridge as well.
What's it made out of?
Humber. It's called the Humber Bridge, right? I was once on the list of the 50 coolest people in Hull. I know.
Oh, really?
Number one on the list of the 50 coolest people was the Humber Bridge.
What number were you?
15.
50.
It was alphabetical order, but
That does sound like coolest. How did they define what was the
whatever was in the
at
press release.
Yeah, cool. You do look like a Colombian drug. I mean, in a good way. But like, I also love the
Colombian drug dealer.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
To introduce him to your granddad.
This is Rico. He will so. You would think you were calling me as well. I think we'd all get it.
So one of the questions that we like asking our guests on this podcast is we find dreams fascinating, right? Like 'cause I've had some fucking weird dreams in my time. Like, and Phil, you can jump in on this as well because I've not asked you this question last time you were on. So I want to talk about the weirdest dream you've ever had in your entire life and what was going on. Phil, do you want to kick this one off, mate?
Does it count if I was on drugs?
Yeah.
Does that count as a dream?
Were you still sleeping?
Who knows? No, yeah, I took acid that time.
Yeah.
And I think I maybe told you about this.
Why are you
before.
taking acid then going to sleep? What a fucking
No, I
waste of
didn't.
money
I
that
didn't take
is.
acid and go to sleep. But I took acid and went to the cinema to watch fucking Cars.
Sorry, I take that back, mate, because that is not better.
Is that not better?
I'm
No,
like, why have you gone to sleep? Why the fuck did you go to the cinema on acid?
I don't, man, because on
I mean,
acid.
cars
Yeah,
would be pretty fucking cool on that.
Well, but it's not because you don't. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for what was coming, and
You sure you just didn't go to a car park? And you've got a fucking car?
He was in the fucking multi-story around the corner.
And also, you said you weren't ready for
Cars
what was
have got
coming.
faces. They're talking to me.
Yeah, the title Cars give you a fair fucking idea of what was coming. What did you think was going to happen? Like,
yeah. I didn't. I just thought. I thought it was a bit like I didn't know. I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was young, and stupid, and I took this, and then I remember I had this whole like bad. Basically, I could have gone to a car park and just basically be like, "Go on, McQueen," and then like just leave him do it, man. But like that night when I got in, and
I love that you went McQueen as if you're on like first name terms with a car. Didn't even use the lightning bit. Go on, McQueen boy.
is it like no? Yeah, good point. I like that you're like, no, you should respect these cars.
Yeah.
You can't just surname them. They're all like the army.
Oh mate, I'm fucking furious at this level of disrespect. Going to see Cars on acid, mate. Jesus Christ.
I'm still waiting for the dream.
Oh yeah.
I still want to know where this
I
went.
don't know why I've added all this context.
Because
in.
We didn't need this.
Up until this point, you're
this
still
is
awake.
This is why you don't play Glee.
Yeah. I brought this on myself.
It's one punchline in 20
too
minutes.
much waffle.
Yeah,
mate.
it is, man. That's
Condense
it.
it down, brother.
Well, like it would have been good if we didn't have to sit through a fucking.
The punchline was sick. The fucking 13 minutes prior was fucking tough going.
I couldn't follow it. He started talking about like McQueen or whatever. No, I give birth to myself.
You know what? I take it back. That was worth it. Yeah,
That's what happened, man.
But mate,
Fucking
I'm
give
even
birth.
more confused now. Why did you have to talk about cars before saying that? There's no link there.
Well, you
Was
said
it like
you-
one of those like snake things you played with as a kid, like that just loops round? You just, do
It was like
you know what I mean? Like
What was the camera
the water
angle?
snake things.
what with the birth when I was giving birth.
In the dream, yeah.
Yeah, so it was me, just fucking POV, man.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah,
there.
what POV?
Just I was just like.
Did you come out
You
and
were
then your
there,
granddad went
so
like
you
that?
So you were looking down and saw your own head come out.
Yeah, man, I gave birth to myself. I fully gave birth, man. And it's
Were you an
not-
adult or a baby coming out?
I was an adult, man.
Oh.
I became an adult as I was coming out.
So you grew as
So it was fucking wild. Like I literally it was.
You
like-
shat yourself.
I thought genuinely. I don't. Have you anyone acid person? You strike
Yeah.
me as someone. Have you done that?
What, give birth to myself? No, mate. And I've never asked that question to anyone else in your entire life because that's the sort of stuff that'll get
I
you
just thought
sectioned.
maybe it's one of those things where people like everyone has the same trip. People go, I saw like some entity or whatever.
everyone on pills is people in sunglasses.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone else giving in the maternity ward, but like with madness, people just like fucking giving birth to themselves and be like, oh, I don't know. I thought maybe it was like some, and I thought cars is relevant. Maybe I don't know, but here we are.
You know this argument that people shouldn't do drugs because it will fuck your brain out eventually. I think this is a strong argument for that. mate.
man.
You've taken almost half an hour just to say you give birth to yourself.
Yeah. So I did. Basically, that's what happened. To give birth to myself, and there was a full other version of me.
Yeah.
And I left.
Did it come out as an adult?
Yeah, it came out like fucking Benjamin Button did, man.
Jesus
But reverse Benjamin. Oh, which is a man. But like a quick Benjamin.
Yeah.
Like a quickly growing. It was just growing, and then it became me.
So was it a baby's head? Is it like when it first popped, when it was crowning, it was a baby's head?
So I
and
had
then
the full-
as it came
But the
out,
cock
it grew a
stayed the
beard.
same.
True to life. True to life. Yeah.
And I was like, come on, at least grow, man.
Habaners wants to let you know about their festival coming up, the Shunk Fest, coming up very soon, over 3 days. It's from the 30th of August all the way through to the 1st September.
Shunk Fest is a normal music festival locally with a few cover bands and it got a tribute act with the wig on at the end. It's nothing like that. It's got 3 days original music from 25 bands from across the UK. Headliners include Slug,
Saloon Dion,
Get Down Services with support from the one, the only Pigeon Wings,
Water Pistol,
Art,
the Shunkos,
The Lost Cause,
Jackson Lucet,
HKH.
and much more.
You're now wondering how much all this would cost for 25 bands.
Just ask God.
How much would it cost for 25 bands? A unique venue with a licensed bar. How much is it going to cost, Simon?
What's it saying, God? It's £20.
£20 for 3 days, baby!
£20 for the 3 days.
Where do you get tickets from?
You can go to shunkfest.co.uk.
And how many days is it on for? Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
I went last year, I enjoyed it. This is Jen, and it was absolutely class. Simon's come this year. Jack's coming, the producer. We're going to have a laugh. We're going to have a good time. Go to shunkfest.co.uk.
So, Rick, any dreams that you've had that sort of
Well,
stick
I've
in your mind?
spoke about this on another podcast.
Yeah.
Because I lucid dream.
All right, well, can we just let them watch that then?
Yeah.
Skip it.
So I do that. Yeah, just watch another one podcast. Yeah, and it's on there.
Sit here in silence.
And we all watch it on the
Yeah,
TV.
yeah,
The full hour.
Wozniak could find that hilarious as well. Yeah, I lucid dreams. I mean, like mad dreams. I had a dream as a kid where I floated off to space, but I tied a bit of rope
So
around.
lucid dreaming is when you realise you're dreaming and you
Yeah, and I
control
can
the dream.
control
Right?
it.
Yeah.
So I do that most nights, lucid.
Yeah.
dream.
What are you doing now then? Like,
Things,
yeah,
mate.
really?
Yeah. I'm in control of my dreams a lot. So yeah, anything I want, it's great.
Do you just
Love it.
dream about getting a gold medal in
No, a
every
lot
dream?
of the time I just dream about walking. Yeah, just fucking strutting down. You know what, actually, that has reminded me, I haven't spoken about this on a podcast. So this is a dream that I wasn't lucid, but
Yeah.
when I was on the team, we were all talking, so there's a load of disabled people talking.
Yeah.
And we were trying to assess or discuss whether we were able-bodied or disabled in our dreams.
Yeah.
And some of them were able-bodied, some of them were disabled, and I didn't know.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember. But that night, I had a really vivid dream where I was in like just a white square room, and there was me and my brother there.
Yeah.
And I was assessing myself to see if I was able-bodied or not.
Yeah.
And I was disabled.
Yeah.
And my brother said, Rick, do you want to have a go in my body and have a go at being able-bodied? I was like, that'd be fucking sick, mate, yeah? So we swapped bodies. So I was in his body then, and I was still disabled, and I couldn't walk still, and I was watching him walking around in my body. Like my brain couldn't understand what it was like. I was watching him like fucking skipping around, in my body, but I couldn't fucking do it myself.
That's horrible. Your brother just walking around and going, this is what your legs could do, you
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah, it was fucking mad. Yeah. It's like my brain couldn't comprehend what it was like to be able-bodied. Yeah.
Even in your own dream.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah.
When I'm lucid dreaming, I can fly and stuff and shag
Yeah.
supermodels, but I can't
But
fucking walk.
I find that mad, right? Because like when I was looking after my nan when she was ill, she used to fall asleep and talk in her sleep.
Yeah.
And she fell asleep once on a Saturday, and she genuinely said, she goes, "I can't hear a bloody word you're saying." And I was like, "Why is my nan still deaf in her dreams? That makes no sense. Like, it's really, how old are you if you can't hear your own fucking dreams?
Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it?"
I was talking to a guy in the Olympic Village who'd lost his sight.
Yeah.
When he dreams in vision.
Yeah.
And he's still like, his thought process, his vision. So we chatted about it because he's had that experience, his brain can relate to it in his sleep. Because I've always been disabled, my brain just couldn't
Yeah.
comprehend.
Yeah.
I had no idea how to even imagine it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look, Rick, well, what I will say at this
It's not really a
point.
funny story.
No.
I feel like
great,
I've taken
though.
the tone of the podcast.
No,
down.
no,
I like it.
But it's brilliant because you were like proper having to go to Phil for dreaming about giving birth to himself, but you've dreamt about your brother walking around in your
Yeah,
body.
yeah.
Bodies, yeah.
It just-
And you know what I did? I had a wank in it.
I think
And I still had a tiny dick.
because you know nothing
Yeah,
else.
I just couldn't imagine a weapon. Like,
I love the idea of you in this dream though, like trying to walk and being frustrated, and be like, oh, do you know what? And then just flying off.
Yeah.
Be like, oh fuck it, I'll just fly.
Is,
And then,
is your dick in a wheelchair in the dream as well?
yeah, it's got its own wheelchair. Yeah. Just boink.
What about you, Jack?
Electric one.
I mean, I'm normal. I've got nothing that's going to be as weird as your fucking. I forget dreams. Like as soon as I wake up, and then you have it where you like break the dream in the day where someone mentions something, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Fucking hell, that's weird. I dreamt about it," but I can't. I forget them. It's just normal dreams, which isn't great content, but you know, there you go.
we appreciate-
Clip that one. Clip that one.
We're about honesty here, ain't we?
Yeah,
Assume-
all about
assume-
honesty.
My first time hosting,
Fucking
but like,
first time co-host.
That was a
Take over
very,
the
that was a
podcast.
very
Yeah.
quick, concise way of saying I haven't got a story. It was,
Yeah.
yeah, we
That's why
appreciate
you
it.
play Glee.
I mean it's almost as if you didn't send us a list of questions that we realised you sent about 10 minutes before we got here.
yeah. I hate to break it to you, lads, but we did not read that message before we got
I
here.
also only saw that message just before. So
Oh, it's fucking just me, is it, boys?
Yeah. Well, do you know what? When someone invites you to do a podcast, you know what I don't want? Homework.
I didn't want to have to research. Like, fuck, I just improvise, mate.
I hate it when you forget your dream though, and you know you've had a good experience. Do you know what I mean? You wake up and you feel happy,
Yeah.
but you don't know why.
Like, you know
Yeah.
it's a good dream because you wake up with a rock hard.
Yeah.
Wish I could remember those titties.
Or in your case, you wake up and your vagina is ruined. You're like, I'll give birth to myself again. Jesus Christ.
Where's my
Why am I
boy?
bleeding?
Yeah. Also, why did I say the word vagina on a podcast called the Problematic Pub Podcast? Just say minge. I've gone to way too safe there, haven't I?
No, vagina still. I would have picked vagina personally.
Yeah.
Because like it's a bit more medical.
Yeah.
When you're talking about that.
Yeah.
You know.
God, it's turning a bit Andrew Tate.
Yeah,
Like,
Is it?
Yeah, you two looking like that and then go, fucking pussy, lads. Like, all right, I'm not involved anymore. I'm not involved.
And you know, I'm going to use that clip on his own and put it up as a short clip and go, Phil's thoughts on homosexuality. Just you. I would definitely have chosen vagina.
Because it is a choice at the end of the day. No, it is Andrew.
Well, here's a question as well. We're going to talk about superpowers, right?
Walking.
So straight away. Like, is that the only superpower you would go for if
Yeah,
you
I
could use
consider
it?
that a superpower. Yeah,
Yeah.
which is sad.
Yeah.
No, you know what? If I had a superpower,
Yeah.
you know, like when you can make your eyes go double vision.
Yeah.
Right, hear me out on this, because I've thought about this a lot since a kid. Right, this is something I'd love to do. I'd love to be able to, like, let's say I do that in double vision.
Yeah.
And then I manifest the second one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. So I can like double anything. Like,
That'd be great if you're getting
a wad of
around
cash.
it.
Yeah, exactly. Go to the pub, you buy 1 pint, you got 12 for your mates just by doubling them up.
Yeah.
Wad of cash, take it to just get like a casino chip, just keep doubling up, go and cash it in.
Oh, that's great, mate.
Yeah, get a girlfriend, boink. Free.
The only dangerous part of that, I'd imagine, if you entered some sort of combat sport and you'd got it really hard and you had double vision, all of a sudden
mean,
everyone in the
mate,
stadium would just double and double and double.
I know.
Wait, what
millions
would
of
you
people.
do?
Going on about it again, but a combat sport, really?
What would you do with the two girlfriends? One in the bed, one in the shed. Like, what's the
one
plan?
on my face, one on my dick.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
What about you, Jack? What would you go for if you could have a superpower? What would you do with it as well?
I think people assume flying straight away, right?
Yeah.
But I think that'd get boring after about a minute, wouldn't it? Hey, and then,
yeah.
So teleportation.
That's
Just
Yeah.
because travelling's a fucking shit
It
house.
would be.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know where I want to go?
Mate, you could treble. You could treble. You double, easy, mate. You could treble.
Yeah.
Do that with yours though if you just look in the mirror.
Yeah. Send myself off to another gig.
Just you on every lineup in
Yeah.
the country.
Yeah.
The full bill.
Yeah.
You know, comedy's now called Ricky Balshaw.
Proper bins it up like and do every spot on the bill.
Sort of like franchise yourself, like people that have to
Yeah.
kind of just put up with this, like
Right? Yeah.
The new thing with mirth control is not bring a PA system, it's bring a Ricky Ricky Balshaw.
Like the Amazon comedies.
Out of the boot, just Balshaw's in.
Can't get in for Balshaws. Like you're just trying to like all the audience of Balshaws. You're just like, what the hell? That's you got to cap that power because otherwise it just will.
But that'd be great because they were doing Edinburgh show and only 3 turn up. Just fucking.
Yeah.
Man.
Next thing you know, I've got a room of 300.
But that only works if those 3 people were really up for it in the first place. If you get 3 boring people, then you've got 300 people who're just going to sit there like that, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, 3 Ricky Balshaws will be boring as well. Yeah.
Terrible. Yeah, I'll take that.
We want to talk about dating experiences or embarrassing situations, maybe from early on dates or something that's sort of stuck in your mind. So you got any, Jack, I'll start with you. You got any stories from sort of dating experiences that went wrong or something that's sort of stuck with you?
Years ago, I thought it was a date, but it turns out we were just going shopping. Like, we just went shopping around Asda, and I ended up like helping this family buy a TV.
The mum and dad were there.
Her sister came, and then we ended up going back to her ex's flat. And just having like a can of Coke in her ex's flat, and I was like, "This isn't a date, is it?" They went off for 10 minutes. I went, "I think you're still together." What's this?
What was the chat leading up to that? Like,
100%.
What was said that you thought it was a date, but you ended up in Asda with the sister?
Do you want to go on a date?
Oh,
Yeah.
So
It was back in Facebook all days, like
Yeah.
what you up to.
Did you in then, brother?
I know.
she said, so you said want to go on a date, and she said yeah, and realized she needs to do a weekly shop.
I think, yeah.
And then was like,
And then we went to CEX, traded in a TV. Like, I was like, this on a date, not
Going
admin.
shopping though, surely you'd pick someone stronger than Jack to carry.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm carrying all your shit this weekend, mate.
I'm not a better example. I'm not saying I'd be better. Like, far from it. But like, yeah, you pick.
Yeah, I know.
I think you're a bad choice for a shopping carrier.
Yeah.
No, but I think shopping carrying maybe, but you do, and I mean it's in a good way. Like you look like you'd be fun.
I love it when people say that.
You look like a cook.
incoming.
Like, that's,
I just mean like you look like someone who'd be good to go around Asda with,
right.
and like you could
Elaborate on that.
You know, you just look.
Go on.
No. Ladies, slide into my DMs if you want me to come on as there with you.
Like if I had to go, if I had to go around the supermarket with anyone here, it'd probably be Jack.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah, I'd slow you down. He'd just buy beer.
Yeah.
I
And
think-
you'd be talking to the cars in the car park.
That'd be off my head.
Yeah, so fair. Yeah.
I reckon you'd get some good mileage out of the Febreze and stuff.
Yeah.
Making sure, you know, it's whatever aisle you end up in. I think it'd be.
Yeah, he might be good on stage, but wait till you get him in aisle 15. Oh, boy, that's some Gleadow fire.
What point did you realise that this wasn't actually a date? Was there a bit where, you know.
I think when I was sat in her ex's flat going, no,
And
this
you're like,
isn't a
this
date.
is
So before that, at Asda with the sister, you hadn't clicked.
I'm like, boy, this is some weird foreplay.
Ooh, yeah. I love the optimism there. You're in Asda with the sister, but I've still got a chance. There's still a blowy on the cards. But no, it was definitely not a date. The ex's flat was that. I fucking love
And
you,
did
Jack.
they genuinely disappear together for 10 minutes? Her and her ex?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
So they left you with the sister?
No, there's someone else in there now at this point as well. Yeah.
So she's upstairs with him with the condoms you bought.
Why's there only 9 left in this pack of 10?
What's
Again, I love the optimism of you buying 10.
Oh, that's a bit. What about you, Rick?
I haven't got many bad dating experience. I bumped into an ex once on a Tinder date.
Yeah. Oh, that's awkward.
Well, you say that, but it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Both of them were sound about it. I haven't got any bad. Actually, I've got one that was quite bad. I had a date at Christmas time.
Yeah.
And I took to this a local pub by me, really, really nice, like pub grub, like a country pub. And as we were walking out, I got my stick stuck on the wire that was feeding the electric to the Christmas tree. And we fucking both went down. I took the Christmas tree with me, went down, baubles everywhere. It was fucking horrific.
What did you call baubles?
Baubles.
Baubles?
Bauble. What did I say?
Baubles.
I'm not going to get it right.
Baubles.
Baubles.
Baubles. You
Baubles.
said it weird.
Did I?
Baubles.
Yeah.
Baubles.
Well, accentuated the L is normally the ball people put.
Yeah.
Do it again.
I feel a bit self-conscious.
I mean, I can't talk.
You know the shiny balls on trees?
Yeah.
Fucking everywhere.
That's a clip, boys.
Yeah.
Good content there. It's 2 minutes of us go bubbles,
That's
bubbles,
what,
bubbles.
that's what the problematic pub podcast is all about, innit? Pronunciating Christmas fucking tap. Correct.
But yeah, no, I think that's the worst.
So you felt, yeah.
I mean, the person I lost my virginity to
Yeah.
died about her age. But I was a late bloomer.
Yeah.
I didn't pop my cherry till I was nearly 19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She told me she was 18, but she was like just 16.
Oh,
Now it is problematic. Welcome to the Problematic Pedo Podcast.
It was about 4 days out of being problematic, apparently.
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
This is going to end up.
I lost my virginity to a 45-year-old in a tent.
Did you? What was,
She looked like meatloaf.
I lost mine. You lost yours to meatloaf. I lost mine to a child.
45. How old are you?
18.
18, 45.
2 days out of it being problematic.
I swear they'll end up using this in like court, this podcast.
Yeah.
And where I'm assuming this was at some sort of festival, or was it just a random tent in a roundabout or something?
Knowing Jack, he just put it up in his garden.
Waited. In
And
hell
you know,
can
you
do
know
that.
the person he went out with on the last date, it was her mom. Because she was the other person that turned up when them two fucked off upstairs. She was like, "Oh, Jack, I love your shopping. I love your shopping." They'd bought a tent from Asda. Let's erect this bad boy and try it out. Chuck me that box of 9 down, sweetheart.
Another sponsorship this episode is Avon Heating and Plumbing, based in Talbot and cover all South Wales area. They are specialists in all aspects of heating and plumbing and offer 0%, that's 0% finance on all boilers, heating and bathroom installations. And they also do a 24-hour call-out service. You can find them on Facebook or Google for all the contact details and to book. Please don't hesitate. Thank you.
Right, lads. Another thing we like to ask our guests on this podcast is about lies, right? So, Sandro's normally got loads of stories because he's lying all the time and getting away with it, right? Is there? I mean, he told me he wasn't overweight, the fat bastard. Like, is there any lies that you've got in your life that maybe you got away with or you got caught out on? Have I ever asked you this question, Phil?
Yeah, we spoke. I mean, definitely I've spoken to you a lot and I've lied to you a lot.
No. I mean, on this podcast. Not. I mean,
Yeah.
thinking about the viewers, mate. Not me in general.
I should remember if I've. I feel my life is a lie. Do you ever feel like that? You're just like, I'm fucking pretending to be a person, and like I don't know.
Well,
people are gonna be like, you're.
You said to me once, which I thought was funny. You said, "I don't feel like a human. I feel like a dog that's been turned into a human."
Fucking hell.
Do you know what I
A dog
mean?
that bears its itself first, though.
Acid is not for you, my man.
I know. I did it like twice, and I genuinely
can't
think it's changed.
distinguish the difference. Like, don't do it again.
I'm not.
don't, brother.
I haven't since that. Honestly,
Good.
it was too much.
Good.
Like, when people tell me, "Oh, yeah, microdose," I'm like, "What are you? Fucking get out your fucking head."
Pussy, if you're gonna do it.
Yeah, drink a bottle of it.
What do you reckon microdosing would look like for you? Like every time you microdose, you're just 1 month pregnant.
Walking around like that, going turning up to like mother groups and stuff. Just like going, I know.
I just had a really weird visual like that, doing the breathing exercises with him behind you. Rubbing your back.
But no,
You can do it. Breathe.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still, I'm 35. I'm still like, when I'm working somewhere or whatever.
In fact, sorry to interrupt. Can we act that out?
Yeah.
Act it out. Just like.
Yeah, go on, let's do it.
Like that bit.
I'm sorry.
Just share it. I'll be the teacher. Like, just breathe. How are you feeling? Like, just talk her through it. Talk her through it. Like, this is the birth. How are you going to support her during this?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to be coming out of myself.
My beautiful boy.
It's a girl.
And all the other mums are like, we don't know. Are we supposed to do that? I'd be proud of you if you were
You know what? That'd be a
If you were
fucking
if you
sketch
came
to do,
out.
wouldn't it?
That'd be great, wouldn't
Can you imagine turning up to a baby class and doing something stupid like that? Fucking hilarious. That'd be fucking amazing. Because like in today, no one could question you being there.
Yeah.
Like you can't. They're bigots if they do. That's fucking amazing.
Come at
you
me
can't
then.
be here. I'm 2024, motherfucker. I'll identify as pregnant if I want it.
Yeah, I think the acid would make it a problem. Though.
Yeah.
I told you stop taking it.
It's like we don't know about the whole, but you're clearly on something. It's like, what are you talking about, McQueen?
Any lies, Rick? Any you got caught out on or got away with?
I mean, I never actually went to the Paralympics.
No one's going to ask.
Yeah, never went.
That's great.
Never went.
question.
Never went. Wasn't me. I'm not disabled. Yeah, no, I'm actually a character act. I'm just incredibly method.
I heard someone did King Kong once in Manchester.
Yes, I've
with,
heard that.
The wheelchair, everything. The bouncers got them on stage. Then when they got on stage, they went, "Hey!"
It was when they'd finished.
At the end of the set.
They got lifted on in a wheelchair, did a whole set as a disabled person, fucking smashed it, roofed it, finished, got out of their chair and carried it off the stage. Which I think is brilliant. I've always thought it'd be mint. Like now I know how the comedy game works. Like I think it'd be brilliant if you knew how it works. If someone able-bodied came in and just stuck to it for 10 years.
Yeah.
Just stuck to it and did a Comedy Store Friday. And on that Friday just fucking threw the crutches away and they were a character all along.
That's so
like
like a
Apollo.
disabled Omar
And
Jahili.
they're doing and they're doing like my sort of stuff, really dark, horrible, disabled, like really dark, and it's fucking bullshit all along. I think it'd be beautiful.
Is this what you're good? Is this your plan?
That's my plan. Can you edit that out, please?
Do you know what I would absolutely love as well is if they got like loads of like opportunities from the BBC and stuff and this massive career and then the
on the last
producer of the
leg and
BBC
shit.
like what a bastard.
Yeah, they're on the last leg commentating on the Paralympics. Right. It's fucking wonderful.
I've seen acts like that though, who are so desperate to have a thing because they don't believe in themselves, and you just think I genuinely wouldn't be surprised if you fucking like just cut your finger off or something, or ripped it off.
Yeah.
No, I'm the one. Our next sponsorship is Complete Composite Doors, Windows and Repairs. They specialise in all aspects of the double glazed industry, from UPVC to aluminium windows and doors and glass replacements. They also specialise in high quality composite doors for over 100 designs to choose from. They are a Circas accredited company and they have over 10 years experience in the double glazing industry covering all of South Wales. They're a proud sponsor of this podcast. I say thank you very much. Also, the products also come with a 10-year guarantee. For the free quotation, please contact them directly on 0169 500 515. You can also find them on Facebook, Google, and also look at their high standard of quality work. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
It goes on within the Paralympics as well, because like you're assessed on how able-bodied or how disabled you are, however you want to look at it, and you're put into categories to compete against equal level of disability as yourself, so it's as an equal playing field as possible.
Yeah.
But people really fucking fake it in them assessments.
Yeah.
But that's one of the. It's bigger than drug cheating in Paralympic sport. It's faking how disabled you are.
Really?
Yeah. Like we're told when you go into these assessments. I was told by, I'm not going to name it, like UK Sport Management. To not try my hardest. Like, because you literally go into a room and there was like these 3 old women and they stripped me down into my pants and it was like 2 hours it took, and it was a hell of a blowy. No, but they like assess you, like ask you to do like different things, and they mark you out of 5. And then there's all these mathematical equation stuff, and I was told to not try my hardest.
Jesus.
To give me a competitive advantage. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Because everyone does it, and everyone really like probably does it to the extreme and really fakes it a lot in there. But it's very easy to fake.
But that kind of doesn't work, does it? Because if everyone's faking it, then you think, "Oh, I've got this," and then you realise the competition is much higher than you originally thought. Like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's like weight cutting, I guess. In stuff.
So I'm going to say it's a hard thing to quantify because you got somebody who like genuinely has like a disability, and then if you got someone who's just like got I don't know, their elbows like on backward, or they were born, and you know, which was I don't know. I tried to think of something that would be a thing, but not a thing. You know? And then
no, keep going. Yeah.
But then you're like slamming into each other. It's like, dude, you just.
It would be hard if they were cycling, I suppose. But like,
you don't cycle with your hands. Fucking idiot. It would be hard cycling if your elbow was backwards. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't.
You know what I mean? Something like that. And then but the rest of them are just fine. And then they just, I don't know.
Yeah, I think I know what you're trying to say, but I actually think like if someone's got an amputee, if like they're amputated from the below the elbow or something, that's clean cut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But with something like my disability or sight, for example, it is very easy to fake.
Oh, I can't get my head around elbow on.
Well, my brain went, don't say anything that's like, you know.
Yeah, don't
You're going to get angry emails from people with elbows that are backwards now.
I love the thought process.
And the keyboard's behind them.
One more thing. And then
fucking touch typing expert.
you're going to offend someone. I mean, I wouldn't mind. I
love the way your thought process there was don't say anything stupid. And that's that was fucking great.
That's what honestly goes through my head. It's like, all right, you know, play this cool. And then I say the thing and then I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, man. You did it again.
And I love that you just said if you're going to offend anyone, you don't mind offending people with backward elbows. Because what they're going to do, they can't grab you.
Come on, stand over there.
Start windmilling.
Sorry, excuse me.
They just did complete trust. Go, are you there?
Moonwalking to get a better position. Cycling backwards on their bike.
Some reason with their hands.
Yeah. I've got to catch this cunt.
Your granddad's like, you wouldn't shake my hand.
Couldn't get it. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, what the fuck were we talking about?
We were talking about lies.
Oh, yeah.
So, Jack, any lies?
No.
Yeah, fair enough, man.
Fuck off. You told me you lost your virginity earlier.
So, have you genuinely no lies that you got away with or got caught out on?
No, not really. I think I can't lie. I think it's hard to like.
Yeah.
There's little white lies in it, like
Yeah.
I really want to do this podcast and stuff like that. But, like,
We were both really excited about it.
You can see the light going in your eyes.
Yeah.
That's our job.
I think the conversation went, I'm really glad we've made time for this.
yes, it was. Yeah.
Lying to yourselves.
Yeah.
So, have you just got one of those faces then that gets caught out when it's lying quite quickly?
I don't know. I don't lie. So
Yeah.
there's no. If you ask me something, I'll tell you the truth. Apart from an open spot that goes, "Do you think I did well?" Yeah, mate.
Our next sponsor is FID, natural treats, enrichments and complete foods for the most important person in your house, your dog.
Oh! FID supply dogs across the UK with natural products that have been air dried with no nasty additives or preservatives or fillers. Plus, all the treats are to a European standard.
Find them on Facebook, TikTok and Instagram, on their website www.fidnaturaltreats.co.uk. As an extra bonus of watching this podcast and being a supporter, you can use the code PODCAST, all in capital letters, and get 10% off your first visit.
One order, you get 10% off. Thank you.
Right,
I'll have a word. I'll get you a trial.
I need a jingle from you now. This section of the podcast is called Pint Politics. So basically, it's an idea when we want to talk about a drink that you can't drink anymore because you might have got too drunk off it or you've got bad memories of it, and it brings back those memories. So do you want to do the jingle for that?
Yeah.
Do it up, oh no, it's bad for you. What you gonna do? Huh? Okay.
When are we going to get Sandro back?
Can't drink that anymore.
That'll do.
Watch yourselves. That kind of thing.
Jack, you try.
And then you have a bit of horseplay. Yeah. Would you like some horseplay?
Jack, you try and do the jingle.
What?
Try and do a jingle.
Oh yeah, Jack's.
What,
Yeah.
What's the?
It's called Pint Politics. So it's basically a section about drinks that you can't drink anymore because you've got too drunk or it's got a bad memory.
Do you want a beat?
Yeah. Pint politics.
Yes.
Got it.
Sorry.
No, it was to the point.
Sometimes you don't need to put effort in.
You don't. Yeah.
You know, trimming the fat off. You know why you don't play Glee?
This is it.
Yeah.
Your bit went on for about 2 minutes and you didn't even say the word pint politics.
Yeah, I was going
Whereas
for
that's all Jack.
that's the information. I was going for more like the emotional state of it. You know what I mean? I want to get in. I'm Nick Cave in it, man. You know, I'm not like fucking. You know.
You're like the Aurora of jingles. You know? Right, yeah. So, Ricky, any drinks that you just cannot drink anymore? Maybe from an early memory, something like that.
Yeah, is it Moretti?
Yeah. What happened?
That went on a stag do in Barcelona a few years back. That's all we drank.
Yeah.
I can't even smell it now.
Jesus
Can't
Christ.
even smell it.
get
I mean,
you
we had
sick?
some great nights.
Yeah.
But I can't even. Yeah, I just can't.
Did you get that point where you were like throwing up?
Oh God, yeah,
So,
yeah,
and then you
yeah.
just fucking
can't. Like, yeah, it was just can't do it. But I'll tell you a funny story about that. So we went out to a. I accidentally had sex with a prostitute. Genuinely, right?
Whoops.
Genuinely. So we.
Hang on, mate. What was that?
Really?
Oh, right.
Really?
I thought you were saying that's how Ricky fucks with his hand.
Like your
That's it.
granddad.
That's how
Like your
big your
granddad.
dick is.
It's the back with elbow thing. Wait, what? I couldn't see as she was roasted with the elbows. You can't see.
She carries round an eye echo as well. This is what I like the best.
So we obviously we all went out stag do. You go to the strip club as you do, but we got split up. We all got in different taxis.
Yeah.
And I ended up at a different strip club than everyone else. I was
Yeah.
on my own. But I didn't give a shit. So I went in and I'm sat down, and obviously one of the ladies comes over. She's like, "Oh, trying to buy me a drink." I was like, "Oh, yeah." So I got her a drink.
Yeah.
Anyway, the fire alarms went off. So we all fucked off outside, and she was only in like really skimpy like lingerie stuff. And she was cold, so I was just giving my jacket. I was not trying anything. I was like, "Do you want my jacket?"
Yeah.
So that was fine. That was lovely. Went back in. And she said, "Oh, thanks ever so much." She went, "Do you want to dance now?" And then it was closing time. I was like, "Oh, I would have done, but it was closing time." She went, "Oh, do you want to come back to mine?"
Yeah.
I was like, "You know what?" I said, and she was fucking stunning.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah." I said, "I'd love to." I said, "But I don't want to pay for it. I'm not into that." She fucking slapped me. She went, "I'm not a fucking prostitute."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, in that case, yeah, I'm in."
Yeah.
So, fucking, I walked through the back into the change room with all the strippers and that. Got into this minibus with this dodgy-looking guy, 5 strippers and her. I'm thinking, this is fucking bizarre. Got to this building. I knew as soon as I walked in that it was a brothel.
Yeah.
The
Because
red lights were a clue, yeah.
the lady on a till. It was the clue.
Lady on a hill.
There was a till. There was an old lady there with a till.
Like a car
And I
wash.
was like,
They haven't got the self-checkouts quite yet.
I was like, "Are you sure? Like, this is?" And she went, "Yeah, we've just got to wait for a room." I'm like, "Right, okay." And I'm committed now. I can't back out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So anyway, so I went in. She had sex with me. I didn't charge me, and I fucked off.
You got a free. Oh,
Yeah.
that's great, man.
It was awesome.
I thought it was going, she slapped me. I'm not a prostitute, I'm a sex worker.
No, she claimed she wasn't a prostitute.
I
but
love that.
absolutely was. Yeah.
Not a prostitute. Anyway, come back to
Yeah.
this neon lit
Thanks for the never got my jacket
brothel.
back.
And so there's a lady there that'll go through like itemize, so
No, it wasn't
kind of
like
come out and
it wasn't
say-
a digital till. It was like one of the old school.
Yeah,
push
I
one.
know, but like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, and then
Like
and then
100
stick the
enter.
finger up your ass. That's an extra 20. And did you?
6'9", okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that totally comes to
I love the idea of that when she comes up, she's going to ask you exactly what happened.
yeah.
Right,
That's the
in
price
points.
list out.
the prostitutes there going. Oh,
I touched her here, and here.
You got the extra shine. So that's like fucking just like. Was it good though? Was it good?
Oh yeah, it was great.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, but anyway, sorry. Going back to your initial question.
Yeah.
It's not because of that reason I can't drink the stuff, but that's all we drank all of
Yeah.
It was bacon sun, and it was just
Yeah.
really bad. The hangovers were horrific.
Stag parties, they can be harsh,
Tough,
can't they?
man.
Like?
I've never been the same.
Yeah.
Never been the same since. It changed me. It changed me. That
He
stag.
used to walk.
Yeah, that's how good she was. She broke my back.
And now he's like, what? I can have free sex? That was always been an option. Our next sponsor is Night Services Wales, one of the leading security services in South Wales.
Night covers all your security needs, from alarms to cameras and much, much more. They undertake all aspects of work, from commercial units to shops, and also residential work like houses and flats.
For your free quotation, please phone 01639 898 317.
Or 078 106 482 56.
All you got to do is quote Pub Podcast when you make the order, and you're going to get a lovely little discount.
Remember, your house ain't right until it's been skewered by night.
It's going to get robbed. So I need another jingle from you now. So we're gonna. I think we're the last bit of the podcast. We'd like to talk about embarrassing situations, the most embarrassing situation in your life that you can remember. So Phil, do you want to do a little?
Yeah.
Can I just? How long have we got left?
About.
Probably best
number
he does
40.
the jingle.
Oh.
Hey. No, I was gonna get in. Don't worry. I'm gonna save it.
Let's see if he's learned
I'm
from
gonna
it.
save it. Yeah, I'll save it.
Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, all
I'm
right.
so proud of that because no one saw it set up.
Oh yeah, I thought you were gonna be like, oh, I need to. And I was like, okay, fine. I was literally going, where should I go creatively? So what was the theme again?
Embarrassing situations.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Look out now. You shamed yourself again. In which specific way? There we go. Huh? Is that it?
It was like
Is that
the start of some sort of soap opera that didn't quite make it onto TV. It was a bit neighbourish.
What? And then the horseplay. There you go. It's all laughs here.
That was wonderful.
I was in a trance. I was like, where's this going?
I don't even know.
And also now I don't need to ask about yours because that was it.
What would you do then, Jack? Would you, what, if you had to do a song centered around shame or embarrassment, would you?
I'd just probably ring you.
Feel like I know what this is about.
Yeah.
I know straight away.
Well, I don't need to ask you this question because you answered this on the last podcast when you were a guest. Climbing the ladder.
What did I say? Was it funny?
No.
Never.
Probably not. There's probably too much setup.
Yeah, that's why I'm not going to ask
All
again.
set up.
Right? So, Jack, anything that sticks in your mind, like sort of?
That's Ricky.
Oh, so sorry. I know exactly what I did. Then
Together
I said,
we
Jack, and
are.
look here, did I?
I wasn't even looking at her, Jack. I was like, right, I'm going to look there now. I didn't even know you were looking at me. Go on,
Jack,
you
we're
can
going
go.
to start with you, mate. And what's the most embarrassing situation you can remember from your life?
Gok Wan cleaned up my sick.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Just leave it there.
Yeah.
Leave it there. That's all we need to know, man.
It's better to just leave it there.
I need to hear this. I need to hear
So
what...
what happened? How were you in the same vicinity as Gokwan to start with?
Just on a night out in London, and
He was doing Queer Eye for a straight guy. That was the show, wasn't it?
yeah. No, but Gok Wan was on how to look good naked.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was it.
Is that why you were sick?
Yeah.
Imagine that was the show. How do you look good naked? And it's just a panel of judges. If they spew their ring up, you don't. You just come out naked. Oh!
It's like a whole
Like
new
the opposite of the voice, the
attraction,
10 around. Like, no, I'm all right.
Yeah, go on. What happened, brother?
Yeah.
Just went on a night out, met up a couple of days later, went for a pint, had burger, but we'd been on like a 3-day binge.
Yeah.
As soon as this burger hit my mouth,
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
and I was in this restaurant. I'd have to go. We were outside the street in Soho, so I'd have to run through the restaurant.
Yeah.
Or I'm just walking on the street. I just do it on the street outside. Yeah. And then he lived upstairs and he brought out like a kettle and started cleaning the sink in the middle of the street. We were like, what's Gok Wan doing there? And I borrowed his jacket and I've got like a £10,000. He went, that jacket is worth more than you. And I was like, thank fuck none got on the jacket. Like,
You had an afternoon where you looked out the window and you were like, oh, it's sick down there. Someone's cleaning it up. And you're like, is that Gok? I can't possibly be.
And I love the fact that he gave you his jacket. So you've just gone from being the illest you've ever been to the most stylish you've ever been. That's fucking amazing.
That's how he does it.
Yeah.
It really was Queer Eye.
Yeah.
That's ace.
Is he nice?
Love that.
You're right.
a nice guy, yeah.
Obviously, he's lovely. He gave him his
Yeah.
jacket and
Yeah.
cleaned up his
Yeah.
fucking hero.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
Yeah,
And he didn't have to come out with his flat, did he? Let's be honest.
Did.
No. If that was, I'd have fucked off. I'd have get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
Fucking-
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'd been Piers Morgan, different story.
What if he was nice to you?
No, like Piers Morgan would have fucking just shut his curtains, I reckon. Fucking probably shouted abuse out the window,
It'd be
like.
confusing if he was really nice day to day, just really like.
Well, Piers.
Yeah,
That
if
would
he's
be
just
strange.
like,
I reckon
"Hey."
he is.
Yeah,
Do
probably.
you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon it's
It's all an
character
act.
It's his character.
It's a
He gets
business.
paid
It's a
to do
persona, innit?
Yeah.
100%.
Apparently, Katie Hopkins is a nun.
Is it what? What?
I've now made that up.
I believe you.
I thought you
I
were
just
gonna say
seen a T to
nonsense.
that cunt. There we go. That's what she is.
Or a s on the end of what you said. Nonce.
Yeah, but you're right though. They're all just like caricatures.
It's like us on stage. We're exaggerating
Yeah.
versions of ourselves or full-on characters.
Yeah, yeah. Or, I mean, you say that, but there are some that slip through the net that are genuinely fucking nutters. And you see there once.
Yeah.
I saw a guy once, you saw this as well, Scott Michaels. Remember?
The wrestler.
He was like,
Shawn
he was, his comedy was him trying to show that he could play a tune using a sewing machine.
Yeah.
So he's just on stage for 7 minutes with a sewing machine. And then years after, we were driving to a gig in the middle of
on
nowhere.
BGT.
and we were talking about him randomly, like, remember that fucking nutter Shawn Michaels? And then he just fucking stepped out from the
came out of the
bushes.
bushes.
What the fuck is this?
It was-
guy?
No way.
Yeah.
You
like-
must have seen him in your peripheral.
Yeah.
That must have been some
Maybe. It was-
subconscious.
it
Did you say his name 3 times into a mirror?
I like that guy though. I know he did try to burn a school down, didn't he? But
He did, yeah.
other than that, he
tried
did something. He
shooting
went-
a school
No,
down?
charity shop.
Charity
shop.
shop. He went, I mean, two very different things there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry,
It's
I
like-
should know. Why do I? But like, I really thought he was. I just thought he was like this sort of entity that was
Yeah.
around, and you'd just see him, and he'd do the sewing machine.
Yeah,
thing,
yeah,
and he'd
yeah.
just walk in. You'd see him at night.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
How did he burn down the
he
charity
didn't
shop?
actually do it?
Was he trying to play the
Do you know-
sewing machine
no,
in there?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what the reason was? It's just the reason when he
Too
got interviewed
expensive.
by the police. No, it was because the old woman in there was too nice to him.
Yeah.
That was it, mate.
Suspicious of it.
It freaked him out. He couldn't handle it. He's you too nice to him, so he went back to try and burn it down.
He
Like,
just had a lot going on, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, that's not a mentally healthy person.
no.
I did. I thought he was cool.
I think he's cool as well. Correct. Keep away.
You're the man.
Right. So, Rick, what's your embarrassing situation,
I've
mate?
got an embarrassing one. So I did the BBC New Comedy Awards
Yeah.
a couple of years back. And on the way to... So I'd done the one. On the way to the second heat, just before the TV heats,
Yeah.
I was on the M6 and I shit myself. Full-on diarrhea shit.
We love these stories in this
pulled
podcast.
Pulled into the services and I thought... I didn't realise the extent that I shit myself.
Yeah.
Just thought it was a little... it was down my legs.
Was it matted?
It was up my back. It was horrific, right? I didn't have a change of clothes. I just didn't. So I got naked in the disabled toilet and I tried to clean out the inside of my jeans as much as I
Yeah.
could with the fucking toilet roll and that. I just discarded my pants. They
Yeah,
just
they
went in.
gotta go.
They just went in the bin, right? There was shit all over the floor because I had to lie down to get my stuff out.
Were you in the baby changer?
Well. So I got myself as clean as I could, but if this is the back of my shirt, there was like a big shit stain, like on my back. So I tucked it in as much as I could, and my plan was to just keep my back to the wall.
Yeah.
But I stunk. I say in this disabled toilet, there's shit all over the floor. It was horrific, but it is the baby changers as well. And I'd been in there a good half hour. Like I'd been in there a while, and as I walked out, there was a fucking queue of mothers with babies that needed to change the thing. And I'm thinking, I know what they're about to walk into.
Yeah, yeah.
It was horrific. Anyway, right. So I got to the gig, which was in like this. It was in this place in Bristol.
Yeah.
It was almost like a festival type thing.
Yeah.
And I really needed a shit again. So
Yeah.
but they were like them. It was just a hole in a piece of wood that just went down into like hay.
Yeah.
It was, but there was like you could see, like if you're in the queue, you could see what was falling down.
Oh yeah, I dropped my phone in one of them at a festival. Yeah,
Grim.
man.
Grim. It
Did you
just
get it?
went down.
yeah, I got it back. Yeah,
Yeah, you ain't gonna leave your phone in there.
I know, but did you just go? Just fucking.
you just got to go for it, haven't you?
fair.
So like,
I saw Ricky in there.
So I just stunk all day.
Yeah.
And I'd done my shit in this thing, and one of the other comedians was waiting and obviously saw my liquid ass just coming out. So I did the gig, and I thought I'd tucked my shirt in enough that I'd
got away with it.
Just got away with it.
Yeah.
But then as I was walking off stage, there was a mirror there, and I looked, and I hadn't got away with it. I hadn't got away with it at all. It was all up my back. It was.
How did it go though?
I got through.
Fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about though. I love that.
I got
that
through
you
to the
just were
TV
like,
heat.
Yeah, because the judges went, yeah, he did all right. Yeah, but he was shitting himself.
Yeah, it wasn't smell-o-vision, was it? So
Yeah.
That's funny.
But I
it was horrific. It was bad.
you
I
know
got-
you're a decent comedian when you still manage to get through when you're covered in your own shit.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm there, and I may as well tell jokes now. I'm here.
Yeah, you
I've
fucking
done
there
it.
and
I've done it.
stick-
Why was there no option to like go get a change of clothes at any
No, I
point?
didn't have enough time.
Yeah.
because I was already an hour and a half away from home.
Right.
and it was obviously very strict to times because there was different heats going on that day. I just didn't have the
It's hard to
opportunity.
find. You need that. You need a good like half an hour, don't you? And you're just like,
Oh mate, you need a shower.
yeah.
You know what I mean? You need a shower. You need a change of clothes. You need 20 minutes.
I
just
got in a
sit and
car
think
share
about what
with a
you've done.
I opened the door, and the
for
first thing
cover.
he said was, I shot myself on the way to I was like, don't tell me that now. He went into it. I had to stick the toilet paper up my ass. I was like, I don't need to know this. We just met.
I think comedians more than any other sector have probably nearly or have shit themselves in and around cars.
Oh yeah, we
You know
spend
what I
so
mean?
much
'Cause-
time in them.
Yeah, and the
But you've done it whilst watching cars.
It's just car related. I've done it on stage, man. See,
I've got loo roll in my car just in
Yeah.
case I need to pull over in a lay-by and just bang a shit out.
because you're just doing like 4-hour drives. And you can't always, and you eat badly. Well, especially when gigging a lot.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
fucking-
and also like I had surgery on my back when I was 10,
Yeah.
and they operated on my spinal cord, which was like really risky operation.
Yeah.
And I could have been paralyzed, lost bladder control, bowel control. Like it was really risky surgery. And since that, I mean, everything went great. But since then, I either don't need a shit,
Yeah.
or I'm having a
Oh,
shit.
it's like-
Like there's no
There's no warning.
There's no warning. Like I'm crowning,
Yeah.
or I don't need a shit.
You don't
Like,
get
so
any
I'm like,
warning.
there's no warning. I
Build
just
up.
need to fucking go. Yeah.
You know what's happened, boys? There's probably some person watching this who's considering getting into comedy.
Yeah, don't.
Like, they just watch it all and go, fuck that.
This is the stuff people do. People go, it's hard, isn't it, comedy? It's hard getting up there. And that's not the hard bit.
You're not shitting yourself in cars.
When you walk like me, keeping your back to the wall is the hardest fucking thing. Try and not letting anyone get in a reverse view
Yeah.
is the fucking hard thing. Just trying to think if I got any more embarrassing stories.
Oh, it's really fun.
Probably. Yeah. Well, it's not embarrassing. No, it's not embarrassing. It's pointless telling me.
I mean,
Yeah, no, I'll tell you. I've started.
Yeah.
to finish. So that operation, I had to have a catheter fitted because obviously
Yeah.
it was a really risky operation. They put a catheter in, so I didn't have to worry about going for a piss for the first week or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was prepubescent at the time.
Yeah.
And apparently the doctors had a really fucking hard job getting the catheter in. So the nurses were under strict instructions: don't take the catheter out without doctor's permission.
Yeah.
The doctors leave at 5 o'clock on a Friday. They don't work the weekends.
Yeah.
6 o'clock on the Friday evening, I started getting belly pain, right? The nurses think I have a water infection, so they're telling me to drink and drink and drink. It's
Yeah.
getting worse and worse and worse, worse. Sunday morning comes, I'm fucking screaming the place down.
Yeah.
So my dad goes over to the nurses station. He's like, look, the catheter's coming out. Either you take it out or I'm going to rip it out. So
Yeah.
fucking, it's up to you, whatever the safe stops you. So this nurse came, and what had happened was, when the catheter goes in, they inflate a tiny little balloon inside the bladder so the tube doesn't come out.
Yeah.
But this balloon had deflated a little bit, gone rock hard, and was blocking any wee coming out. So they were telling me to drink and drink and drink from the Friday night to the Sunday
building
morning.
up, like-
It was trickling out, like very, very little was coming out. My stomach was solid. So they pulled this catheter out. Honestly, my dick was like a hose. You know when you put a hose on it?
Yeah.
Fucking, you know they say a piss.
But somehow you still went through a competition final.
You know they say a piss after 10 pints is amazing.
Yeah.
It fucking is. Like, honestly. And you know, like sometimes when you're having that piss and afterwards you go,
Yeah.
Mate, I was like that for a minute.
Turn into Elvis.
It was fucking wicked.
Was it one of those pisses? Because I've had these on long car journeys. One of those pisses when you're halfway through the piss and you still need a piss.
It was fucking everywhere.
just feel like
So it was the best piss I've ever had.
Was your dad out of the way when you
How
started
long?
sort of
Yeah.
spraying?
How long was it?
yeah, well,
We're talking minutes. Like,
Whoa.
To the point where you're like, it's somebody else's this. Like,
there was a lot. It was everywhere. It was really bad. We nicknamed because there was at the time there was the boxer Prince Naz. You know, he always used,
Yeah.
So we nicknamed the nurse Naz because she was dodging the piss. Like, Trudy, she's Welsh actually. Trudy, her name is. She came to the show the other week, the other month. It was sick.
That's fucking
Yeah, it was
class,
great.
mate.
She's nice, yeah.
That's, cheers, boys. Thank you. That's been a lovely episode. That's been the Problematic Pub Podcast, episode 20. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can find us on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Podbean, Apple Pod as well. Thanks, Phil, for stepping in. Phil Cooper. And thank you for my guests. We've got Ricky Balshaw and Jack Gleadow. Thank you, boys. If you want to follow any of our guests on social medias, this is where you're going to find them, Rick.
Yeah, Ricky_Balshaw across them all the same tag on all of them. And I'm starting a podcast. It's called Ricky Balshaw's Unstable. So yeah, follow that as well. I'll be launching the first episode. When's this go out?
This will be out in 2 weeks.
So this will be out in a week.
Yeah.
That's right.
Jack?
Facebook, Twitter, OnlyFans, on all them. Yeah, just follow me. Are you going to put it up here? Like,
We'll put it underneath there.
there you go. There you go. Yeah.
Lovely. Cheers, guys. Thank
Cheers.
you.
Thanks, guys. So we can do an outro.
Yeah, go on,
song?
do the outro, yeah.
Christ.
This has been the podcast. Now we all had a good time. Everybody, watch yourselves out there.
Going home. I tried to make a quick exit then, but I couldn't.
Leave this in. Leave it in. He's got shit on his back.
I can't walk sideways.
No, thanks, man.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming on, boys. That was a lot.